those axes up. Let us know where you're at and what you do, and you can come chat with us. Axes up. Join us on the battlefront. Axes up. We only live on this planet once. Stand with us. Get those axes up. Let us know where you're at and what you do, and you can come chat with us. Axes up.
What up, y'all? This is the Axes Up podcast, episode 36. It is Open Mic Volume XXI, which is Volume 21 in Roman numerals. My name is YT Rhymes. I'm in Terrace, BC, Canada, and I'm with my co-host Rocco. He's in East Van at East Van Wear and Tattoo Company. What's going on, family?
YT Rhymes. Fuck, last time we talked was what? An hour ago?
Just over an hour.
Great,
an hour and a half ago.
That was a great episode. Bury the Needle with Aaron Wade. I like that show. It's showing the world a little bit more, understanding a little bit more about the tattoo industry, tattoo artists, what to look for. You know, when it comes to getting tattoo, it's with you forever. So, but anyhow, I want to talk about really brief before we start bringing everybody on so everybody understands that August 28th, okay, we're having our first East Coast Canada Backs Global meeting. I'm going to tell you guys exactly where this meeting's at. And anybody interested needs to get a hold of me. We got to know how many people are coming because this venue only has a certain amount. There are still restrictions in the Ontario and Quebec area. I believe this is Ontario. We're on the cusp. So basically, let me just read this out to you guys, okay? Okay, so we're going to be, it's the Ramada Plaza Hotel. Ramada Plaza Hotel and Casino. There are reservations for hotels that are very inexpensive. 4 people could stay for $149, which is really cheap. And that number is 1-800-296-9046. So 1-800-296-9046. And we have a reservation number 081321 tour. Ottawa, Ontario is where you got to fly into if you're flying in. And the restaurant is Saint Eloi Restaurant. And that is going to be a $36 per person, which is very inexpensive for a full meal. And of course, then we have our drink specials and all that. Anybody who wants to join us for this Battle Axe Global East Coast Canadian meeting, hit me up this week. Let's get you registered. Let's get you there so we know how many people are coming. All right. Also, I just want to give a big congratulations to our brother Jared, our Gold Patch Division leader of Australia. Cameron John Seawitz was born a couple of days ago. Congratulations to you, brother. Also, JJ's daughter got married today, our brother from Battleborn, of course, the Nevada Division. And what else going on? Other stuff that I could talk about.
Much love to the Australian division and the Nevada division for what they've got going on. And congratulations to Jared of Australia for his new child. And I just wanted to direct any members who aren't aware yet, we have a brand new website. If you have not yet, get over to the website, check it out. It's got all the links to all the podcasts that we do right on the front page. You can see it's an updated, brand new, awesome front page now. If you head down,
you notice there's a play button on the very top of the Axis and Globe. We are featuring a song called Hiccup by Hooper, who's going to be interviewed today after Willie. And that song will be changing tomorrow because every month is a new song. So any persons that want to put their song up there, send your request to backsportsocial@gmail.com with the link to your song, and you will be in the lineup to be part of the homepage.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
If you head over to the store, we have the bundle. There is only what, 30, about 30 left, Rocco?
30 bundles left. That includes the Vax War cap, the Warrior cap, the Global bandana, the Warrior bandana, the Battle Axe patch, the Global pin, and of course the Support Global RSL Forms flag. $75 Canadian. Our site is in Canadian dollars. It's not American dollars. And of course, shipping is on top. So get your package. Support the artists of all forms.
Hell yeah. And quick shout out to our Facebook viewers and supporters. We got Pinky, we got Eston, we got Jared Seawitz is actually with us. We were just giving you a shout out, Jared. Congratulations on your new baby.
Congratulations, Jared.
So, without further ado, I'd like to bring on our first guest of the evening. He is our division leader in Thailand, and he's joining us today to talk about his virtual global hockey league, Willie P.
VHL, and this is season 2, Willie.
This is season 3, but this is the first time we're going to be running a season. The first two we ran tournament format, like international European standards. This is the first time we're going to incorporate a 30-team, 29-game season, and it will have an all-star game and regular playoff standard format. And we've addressed some of the issues with the gameplay from the previous 2 tournaments, where we've had some issues with overtime, no overtime, and teams tying at the end, and people weren't happy with that. So we've taken that out of the equation. Now it will be a continuous overtime. So play until somebody wins. This tying thing, is no more.
Because you're not tying to win. You're playing to win.
So why don't you let the people know about some of the different teams that have joined us?
Right now we're running 3 divisions on the Eastern Conference and 3 divisions on the Western Conference, and there's 15 teams per conference. The Eastern Conference, we have the Tampa Bay Flamingo coming back. They're in the Southeast Division, and we have DJ Dwayne Medell in Detroit coming back as DJ D from Detroit. We've got Battle Axe Global Milwaukee, who was played by Micah last year. That's his first team. He's coming back. He's in the Southeast Division. We've incorporated a team from Florida. We have the Florida Snakes, or Anaconda. And then the newest team that we added yesterday, a longtime friend of mine named Greg Williams joined up, and he's going to be taking the Traverse City Cherry Bomb. Traverse City out there in Michigan is famous for the Cherry Festival. So hopefully we can incorporate something with the Cherry Bomb team and the Cherry Festival out there in Traverse City, Michigan.
Hell yeah.
The Atlantic Division, we've incorporated the biggest team so far this year to generate a buzz for us. It's the Grind Mode Cypher team. We've got okay to be running that team out of New York. Actually, they're out of Providence, but they're in the Atlantic Division, which is the big powerhouse division. We've got the affiliates on the team, and we'll be running, the Grind Mode Cypher guys. Be paying attention with that. Then we've got the New York Kong coming back. Bobby Clark is going to be playing when he has time, and when he doesn't, he's going to be substituting one of the substitutes in. And then the second newest team out in the Atlantic Division is the Hip Hop Legends, run by you, Trevor. Congratulations! I'm so happy to have you involved and to get you in, and to help you design your team and get that up and running. So we have the Hip Hop Legends, and then we've got the Philadelphia Deadhead are coming back, and Nashville Murder Hornets are coming back.
Nashville Murder Hornets. I like that fucking name.
Yeah.
The Nashville Hornets are run by Drew and Rika Fata. They're from Long Island. The Northeast Division, we have the Japan Team Pandas. And this year I decided to do one of each. We have the Battle Axe Global team, and we have the Battle Axe Global Dime team. They're going to be in the Northeast Division. I've decided because Billy and Missy and Pinky and all these dimes out there, they got involved with the first 2 years. So I decided to make a Battle Axe Global Dimes team. So it's going to be all the dimes that we have incorporated into the game already, and hopefully we can get some new dimes out there. Hey, you people out there, come help me. Get your name out there. I'm running special promotions for anybody that wants to get in. So, yeah.
Also, to you artists out there, Willie P is looking for some music to play in the game. So make sure to send him a message. You can find him on Facebook at William P. Harrison. Send him a message and get your music in there. It's just further exposure, right?
The Northeast Division, yes. The Northeast Division has the Battle Axe Global Thailand team who won the tournament last time. And then we have the Wild East Entertainment team that Mike is going to be playing. That's his second team that he's taking control of. So we've kind of made that team, and the picture, the comic picture that was presented to him, we decided to turn it into his logo. I can't remember the guy's name that designed it, but it's a dope picture of Micah and the Wild East Entertainment, and we built a team around that.
So you don't know who did the artwork for that, Willie?
The guy that did the artwork poster, I can't remember his name. It was like Alan Tiswell or something. Andrew Tiswell, I think, was his name. But I'm not quite sure. The guy that did the logo for that. But we will be adding his name to make sure that he gets all the credit for it. The Northwest Division and the West Coast, we've got the Houston El Chupacabra, which is played by my son, moved from Houston to Sacramento. So they moved from the Pacific Division to the Northwest Division. So I've got my son and the El Chupacabra playing out of Sacramento. Then we've got Rocco's team, the Van Ink team, East Van Ink Wear and Tattoo Company. And then we've got the Reno, the Battle Axe Global Battleborn Division down there in Las Vegas. We've got LA. And then we've got Oliver's division. So that division has got, 3 powerhouse teams, WTN, Vancouver, and Sacramento now. The Pacific Division, we've included the Axe Mode team. That's going to be Trevor's second team that he's going to be playing. So we put them in the Pacific Division along with the Battle Axe Global team. We've brought back Chino's Edmonton team. And I decided because Brother Bear was the scoring. Bear was the scoring champion for last year. I decided to make a Battle Axe Global Colorado team in honor of Brother Bear being, for the second year, Brother Bear's player, Mike Cook Jr., has been the scoring title. He was the co-leader with Johnny Blaze the first season, and he took it the second season. So let's see if Mike Cook Jr., Brother Bear, can become the scoring leader for the third year. But we've given his own team out there at Battle Axe Colorado. So
Blaze's team is not existing no more.
The Battle Axe Rosita team, we've combined it along with the division into the Battleborn. So Battle Axe Rosita is now Battle Axe Born with Las Vegas.
Beautiful.
Why we were in the podcast with Des Troy on Battle Axe Music the other day, we decided to make a Battle Axe Utah team centered around Disengage. So the second new team we've got is the Battle Axe Utah team with Des Troy and Disengaged. They're in the Pacific Division out there on the West. Micah's third team that he's going to be taking over, we decided to make an Austin team. So Austin ATX is going to be out and up and running. And the last team that I've created to go with our Battle Axe Global, and this is something that was put together also in the last few days, is the Texas Prison Reform Team with Brittany Robertson. And we're going to have a bunch of reformed prisoners who's going to be getting out of prison soon, or in the process of going through the reform to be entering back into society. We decided to put them on a team. So we have the Texas Prison Reform Team with some reformed prisoners that's going to be entering society on that team. So they seem to be really excited about having their name and getting into the game. So those are the update teams that we have. We still have sponsorship. We're still looking for team owners. We can at any time up until the end of this month, August, to get ready, to get the team in place. As the month goes on, the time crunch, it gets more harder to get it around, but we can still do it. As far as that goes, we start playing on September 2nd is our home openers. I'll be releasing the schedules of the teams that are going to be in the 29 game schedule, along with the All-Star game and the playoffs. We start September 2nd. Those that will be put out soon.
Dope.
And we still have advertising spots available, and we're going to try to do this new thing this year with the crowd. As COVID-19 has started to open up and started to, things have started to move around and we're starting to have audience participation again, we thought it would be nice to have sporadic audience participation in our game too. So we've put together a plan that if you want to get yourself into the game in a stationary position, not a live video feed, but a stationary photo of yourself in the game in a spot where you'll be able to be seen when the game is streamed live online. We've got that set up now, and we're going to try to put that in place to have individual audience members in the game. The pricing for this is $5. $5, and we can put your face in the game.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
How about sponsorship, Willie?
We're offering the $29, $1 a game, $29 to get your logo, your company logo in there. On many different spots. I've been very liberal about how much and how many times I put your logo in the game, in the locations, in the spots that I put it. So for $1 per game to get you out there, to get streamed, to be seen by 50 to 100 people, and to have it on there permanently in the game, it's a good value. We also are offering team ownership sponsorship. That's $50 for the team ownership. That's for you to own your own team and have somebody participate and play for the team. Maybe you want to be involved, but you don't have time to play, or maybe you're not good enough to play, or you don't have a computer to play, but you would still like to be involved and sponsor a team. That's $50 because we've decided to include that a little bit more expensive because we have to do all the work and set up the team and play the team. We've also included team owner and player, and we've dropped the price in half to $25 because you'll be playing the team and you'll have to take care of it. So we have two options. You can be an owner for $50 or an owner and player and do more work and participate for $25. I mean, for all those lazy people that want to be involved but don't actually want to play or get involved that way.
Excuse me.
We're trying.
I'm not a lazy person. I'm just a busy person. I don't play video games, so I will be happy to pay the $50 to support my family on top of my sponsorship and all that. And are we going to get a breakdown of all this sent to me, Willie, so we can post it on our global Facebooks and everything?
Yes.
The sooner the better for that, because you know how things are. Things fly by, and all of a sudden, August is over, and it's September, and the season starts September the 2nd.
September 2nd.
I just wanted to give a quick shout out to our Facebook viewers again because our chat is blowing up here. We got Brittany Robertson is in the chat with us.
Hey, Brett.
Jared Seawitz commented again. He said Australia is doomed again. LOL. Complete lockdown.
Fuck me.
They're locked down out in Australia as well. Adam Morin says congratulations on the new baby. He was talking to Jared there. We got my co-host of the Axe Mode podcast and co-host of Bax Global Music, Micah Moses Miller, in the chat with us. Shout out to
Mr. East.
Yes, and we got Sister Billy in the chat. Wild East Promotions is up in the chat on our YouTube page. And that's about it.
Good to see everybody getting involved in the show. It's growing, which is nice.
Jared, we brought back the Battle X Global Australia team too as well. They're going to be in the Northeast Division with Battle X Global Thailand and Wild East Entertainment. So we brought back Jared Seawitz and Battle X Australia team as well.
That's good. That's good.
Hell yeah. So why don't you give the people a little bit of an in-depth look of how you made the game?
I along with a bunch of friends had been playing NHL 09 privately and streaming and playing online against each other for many years. And one day somebody said to me, "Hey, can I watch too?" And we never tried to stream to anybody or not tried to do any of that because of the copyright and the logos and the permission aspect of it and Facebook rules and whatnot. So one day I decided to take some of my custom teams and try it and see if it was possible to stream online so people could watch us play. And in doing so, people said, "Hey, why don't you start your own league and incorporate your own teams and take out all the things that are copyrightable in the live stream and be able to, stream the game live?" So I reached out to Facebook and asked them the requirements to be able to do that. And they sent me the requirements to be able to, put this all together. So by following their guide and the requirements to be able to do it socially online streaming, I started learning how to modify and to change and to start doing the graphics and to put them in the game and to start the coding process all over. So it took me about 3 to 4 months of basically teaching myself a new art, a new trade on how to be able to manipulate and modify and recode the game to be able to do what I'm doing. So that's basically how it started. It started by a bunch of us getting together and wanting to be able to show it to other people and have them participate and get involved with it. And then once that got up and running, Rocco, he helped me establish the sponsoring and the marketing and putting that all together. And between us and the rest of the family, that's how it got running and got started, and we got involved that way. But it was me basically wanting to put the team together of my friends to be able to play against my other friends. So that's how it got started. And then it just turned it into and snowballed into something much bigger.
Well, it's going to get bigger and bigger every year because I think hockey is just coming out of its woodwork with the pandemic and online games, you guys. I tell you something, that's where it's at. I mean, look at our brother out in Ventura there, right? Twigs, right? He's an onliner. He's a fucking crazy onliner, And
Yeah.
he's into some really big games and everything. So, but that's awesome, Willie.
Oh yeah.
As far as the music,
hockey league.
as far as the music goes, yes, we're still looking for music. You can send me your tracks to be considered at studio69th@gmail.com. And anybody that submits music to me, I will take a listen to it and consider it. And we are making a 12-song playlist to go inside the game also, not just the featured songs for the home goal and away goal. The last tournament we had the Finer Sports by Maze Overlay and Victims by Disengaged. Disengaged will be back in the game again, but I'm not sure whether or not they'll be in the same position they were last time or not. We're still putting that together. That's one of the final pieces to go into the game is the music aspect of it.
So just so people know again, what was that email?
Studio69th@gmail.com.
Yes, so you can see on the screen there. If you want to get your music in there or you want to be in the game, like Willie said, then send it in to studio69th@gmail.com. Also, you can check out his Facebook page as well, VGHL_official on Facebook.
Yes, and we've also changed the URL to VGHLS. So you can also find it quickly, VGHLS.
Okay.
Good on you, Willie.
Nice.
All right, Mr. Willie. Thank you very much for explaining everything for our new season coming up. Sponsorship, information, and everything will be up on our Facebook probably by the midweek, hopefully. And anybody wants to get involved, music, sponsorship, team ownership, everything will be all explained on our Facebook, right, Will?
Right, that's right.
Yes.
It's on the Facebook. You can find us at VGHLS or VHL_official.
Good.
Yeah, before we let you go, Willie, what else is going on in the Thailand division?
We've been working with Grind Mode Cypher, and Suntown has a project coming out towards the end of the year. We've got confirmation from Grind Mode Cypher that we're going to be working with that towards the end of the year. We've got our prospect Koken down there in Phuket doing the B-boy thing, and he's gotten into doing some stage acting, it looks like, in the last couple of days. Music-wise, for me and the division, we're moving forward. Obviously the hockey game, and I've got several myself personally. I've got several projects in the works with people in collaborations. One of them with you, Trevor. One of them with Mr. East out there. And we're putting together the product line for people that want to have products put out for the division, but maybe not necessarily have the amount of money to put the whole line together. So we're working on making an affordable line for divisions, t-shirts, hats, some bandanas as an alternative source for let's say we had this the thing with the orange t-shirts and not having supply. So if we got different makers around, you have options and choices, and maybe to get the financial aspect of it, maybe we can help you with that, because the bottom line is the profit margin. So if you can buy it, profit margin for quality for profit.
Yeah. Also, Willie P is a producer. So for those artists out there, make sure to also hit him up and get an in-depth look at some of his beats. Me and him will be working on some songs in the future. And if you guys have watched the Axel podcast, that beat you hear in the beginning, that's produced by Willie P.
It's a great beat. Way to go, Will.
Thank you so much.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, we got to bring on the next guest here. He's probably sitting in. Is he sitting in the waiting room yet?
He is not in the waiting room yet, and I have not heard from him. So I am.
I just want to let everybody know that the event in August 28th is in Gatineau. Gatineau is close to the border of Ontario. I just wanted to look up the restaurant and everything, and that's where it's at. Let me see where this guy is.
Oh, and the October meeting has been pushed until October 2022 next year. Right now we are in just like Australia, we're in a complete lockdown too. It's insane. Just, we did so well for the first year and a half, and now it's just falling apart. I think it's that, people are tired of being restricted, I think, is a lot of the problem.
Yeah.
Well, you get a little bit loose and crazy, and at the end of the day, fuck. What can you do?
Yeah, we are still waiting.
I just sent them a message, so hopefully, we get him moving forward sooner than later.
Yes.
He's looking now for the email, he says.
So as you may know, we usually have another co-host with us, Chino. She usually joins us from Edmonton, Alberta. She hasn't been able to make it to us yet. We are hoping to see her later.
She's probably working. She's working at a bar nowadays, and the hours come and go. They just call her out of the blue. Even the last show there. So I could see her being at work because it's Sunday. It's a long weekend. But yeah, we also have Oliver that gets involved in this show once in a while. But like I said, it's a long weekend. Everybody's enjoying themselves. But at the end of the day, myself and YT will always show up.
I'll always be here.
Always be here. I'm not busy at all. Not me. So I got that graveyard. I got that graveyard shift, by the way. So
nice.
I'll be leaving this episode at 5:45. I'll be going to a birthday party at 7, home by 9:30, get a couple hours sleep, and time and a half for 7.5 hours.
Ooh.
You know what time and a half is for 7.5 hours? That's $74, time and a half.
Yes,
time
right.
by half, so that's what, $100 and something an hour. I can handle that. And they say working for the man doesn't pay. Well, out of that fucking money, I'll probably take home 5.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got our second guest in the waiting room.
Let's bring him on.
We've got HooperTurntSanger joining us right now. What up? Chilling, fam.
Mike, can you hear us?
How's it going?
Good, brother. How you feeling? You out there with your dad? Where you guys at?
Oh, we're in the Sluice right now. We rode out here. We just at a hotel for a couple days.
Good. Drinking some beer, doing some swimming. You're teaching dad how to swim, eh?
Yeah, that guy, man.
Oh, fuck. Time is precious when your parents are alive, man. I tell you that much. You got to enjoy it.
That's a fact.
But anyways, Mike, tell us about your career. Tell us all about you. Tell us about your music.
In short, or not to get too deep, but I used to play professional basketball. Toured with N1 as a street ball entertainment company. We toured around the world, and then kind of started to do the music, let go of the basketball, and then I've toured Canada with different artists about 10 times, and I've just got my own studio I'm working on and getting my own music out. So it's just kind of something, a passion that I'm building right now. Just trying to make it more of a business for me.
The name of your studio?
FBC Studios. FBC is my record label. Stands for Flashy But Classy.
Nice. I like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right? So the guys you went on tour with, name some artists you've been on tour with across Canada.
I've toured with YG, Tech Nine, Machine Gun Kelly, Onyx, couple times with Machine Gun Kelly. I've went with Mad Child, and a couple more, but that's the most gist of them.
So I noticed basically, I've been participating in it also because I understand where you're coming from. I know you toured with Maddie, and at that time, that tour, you were carrying him for the whole tour and writing some lyrics for him. And it looks like he didn't pay his bill with you. Do you mind talking about that?
Yeah, I can speak about it. It's something we've been working on resolving with his management team, but it's kind of taken a while, so they know that if it doesn't get fixed, I'm still going to talk about it. So, I went on tour with Mad 2 years ago, I think it was, and it was the Up in Smoke tour, or Head in the Clouds tour with Dizzy Wright. But we had a relationship before that, and we recorded an album and a bunch of songs and stuff, and the whole time I'm being told that this is going to be paid by his company or his label and everything, not to worry, keep track of everything. But when it was time to pay, it turned into kind of F you, lose my number, and I just never spoke to him after that until recently when I decided to go a little crazy on the internet on him.
And you have the right to. I mean, at the end of the day, most artists have to understand that some of these artists that think they have a big name or had a big name come across, and you want to build your own art for them, and to have that person, tell you this and that. I mean, you guys know that I know Matt Child personally. I mean, I babysat the motherfucker for fucking over a decade. I've seen the issues he's gone through. I've seen the problems that he's caused, the people he's ripped off. When you start seeing over and over again, you can't blame a so-called drug addiction for something like this, because at the end of the day, are you sober today? Always claiming that he's sober. But when I seen that he owed you money, I was like, fuck, I had to jump on this, because you're not the only guy he owes money to. I mean, he has other few people he owes money over here in Canada. And I don't know how he's going to tour when it comes to touring, because people are getting tired because the babysitter ain't there no more. The gates are open and everybody's sitting there, throwing me texts saying, you're not babysitting the bitch no more. No more babysitting for the baby. And the thing is, it blows me away that artists are getting taken advantage of, especially you. Like me and you have known each other for a little while now. We've gone together, had a few beers together, had a good time together. You joined me on our last ride that we had, up to Worcester, you and your father. Great guy, great man. You're a great person. Everybody that we were cruising with, you see the way they are. They're all loyal people, right? But I just say at the end of the day is like, we need to use this example for future artists. Any of you artists ever do a deal with anybody, you make sure you get something on paper. You make sure you get that thing signed. You make sure you get it notarized, okay? don't trust a fucking soul, because see what's going on here is like, and that tour that you went on with him, Mike. I mean, you carried him. I mean, he wanted to move like you. He wanted to dance like you. He wanted to groove like you, because what he was doing up there was fucking boring, right?
Yeah. That tour specifically was a bit of a fuck around. Oop, I can swear in here. My bad. Was mess around.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
All the fuck you want, bro.
Okay. Yeah, it was kind of a fuck around because he told me he needed me on tour to help DJ, but I ended up doing 10 different jobs, and it was just too stressful, and everything was crazy. And like I said, I was supposed to be there to help out. I ended up tour managing and doing 100 other things, and it was just a slimy situation, which is how the other stuff went with him as well, right?
Straight up.
No, Pops.
Say
what up to Rock.
It's amazing because I
Rocco,
see him.
bro.
Hey, Frankie, how are you, man? That's Hoop's dad, brother.
Buddy,
That's Hoop's dad, you guys.
I respect you 110% right now.
Right on.
You invited us into your tour, your ride. And I'm kind of old school myself, back in the day. I'm getting a little old now. But the way you welcomed us, 100%.
My arms are like that for everybody, Frankie. It was good to see you and your son up there and everything. It was a good time. I see that
We'll see you, bro.
August 22nd is our next ride. We're going to do a ride on August 22nd.
Maybe
Who's that?
down have a coffee with you before that one day would be nice.
You got that right. And who's that beautiful person over your shoulder there, Mike?
That's my sister.
Oh, no, you must be looking at the mirror at me. You must be looking at the mirror.
How are you? It's a family event. Beautiful. How are you?
Yeah, I heard good things about you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And hopefully we get to meet you in person. You too.
Yep, for sure.
So, Mike, maybe
Hey, Rocco, actually, that was me in the room.
I love the relationship, brother. I tell you, somehow man to God over 11 years, and I miss him every day. Enjoy that time with him, Mike. I tell you. So, Mike, you think it's possible that we get you go on tour with us, the Battle Axe Global Society, in the future? And remember, my checks don't bounce.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Well, at least you get rather. You probably that's I'm down. I'm down. Anything you got going on, I love what you guys.
Oh, looks like he might be having some.
Party.
Oh.
Exactly. So, Mike, anyways, thank you very much for your time, bro. I don't want to take you away from your family. I know you're on tour. It was hard enough to get you on here because you're with your family having a good time. We're going to bring you back on when you're in town, and we're going to talk more about your new music you're doing. If you guys follow him on his Instagram, you see he's doing videos all the time, new beats, new songs. Follow his Instagram, you see the moves he does on the basketball court also, for fuck's sakes. That's amazing,
Oh, yeah. So it's HooperTurntSanger. It's HooperTurntSanger. Search him up. Check out his music. Why don't you do a quick plug for the people on your new video?
I just dropped a new video called "All Right." It was kind of with the video I did for the Mad Child situation. It was a 24-hour kind of turnaround and like bad negative energy. So I wanted to kind of give a 24-hour turnaround on some more positive music. So I have a new song I just put out called "All Right" on my YouTube, and we got music coming every Friday. New music every Friday will be coming out on YouTube.
Beautiful. And you guys can hear that song that he wrote about the fuckhead on our website front page. Today's going to be the last day because every month we change a song. It's called Hiccup. Check it out, www.backswarglobal or backswar.com. We got your back, Mike. We got your back, okay?
As I do you, and thanks again for everything. I support the Battle Axe movement and anything you need me.
Hey, much love, Hooper. Thanks for joining us.
All right, today. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe.
Peace out, man.
You guys too. Thank you.
All right, brother. Take care. So we got
a couple minutes left. I just want to give a quick shout out to our viewers because they've been blowing us up. We got Pinky, we got Eric from Quebec, we got Grant from Australia, we got Beaker, he's in the chat.
Beaker!
We got Jess Dime, one of our dimes is in the chat. We got Battlecat in the chat. And we got Trevor M. Taylor in the chat as well. Also, Brother Bear. So big shout out to all of our supporters.
And I want to say something. I want to thank Mike for jumping on this show tonight for us. He's on a weekend with his father and his sister and all that. But I mean, at the end of the day, he's a good artist. He's a great artist. He's a clean artist. I mean, he went on to a Shark Week where he, basically tried to explain when you owe money, you got to pay the fucking thing. Okay, don't think because you're hiding in another fucking country you're gonna be safe. Pay your fucking bills. Don't be a fucking goof all your fucking life. Because at the end of the day, you think at 50 years old, people start growing up, right?
Yeah.
But I want to bring him back on maybe an axe mode, you guys, and maybe the Bax Global music in the future and get more of his music aspect of. He's a great singer, great artist.
Yeah, anyway, we are currently. I just wanted to apologize for anybody that's watching on our YouTube page. We are currently being spammed by some terrible people spreading some terrible messages. So, yeah, Rocco, we will have to check into that afterwards.
Oh, I love talkers all over social media. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a very exploited message that I did not want to repeat. So
that's good.
I just wanted to apologize to our viewers if anybody had seen that.
All right, then, you guys. Thank you very much. I'm going to get myself ready for the party tonight. Then I got Graveyard tonight. YT, I'll give you a call right back, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Axes up, fam.
Hell yeah. Thank you to all of our viewers for joining us today. That was the Axes Up podcast, episode 36. It was Open Mic Volume XXI, which is Volume 21 in Roman numerals. We had Willie P with us talking about the VGHL League, and we have HooperTurntSanger on with us talking about his music and his issue that he had with somebody we don't like to mention. My name is YT Rhymes. I'm with Rocco. He's in East Van. I'm in Terrace, BC. Willie P's out in Thailand. And we will see you in 2 weeks, August 15th, for episode 37. We do not have our guests yet, so you will have to tune in to the Axes Up podcast page or the Battle Axe Global page for the updates when we announce our next guests. We also have 2 more shows that run this week. Tuesday, we do the Axe Mode podcast with Mac Mavato. Mac Mavato is a Grind Mode Cypher affiliate. He'll be joining us to talk about the ciphers that he's been on and his most recent releases. So make sure to tune into that. And Wednesday, I will be running Bax Global Music, and I will be doing a double header with Cam Speech and Clever One. Nice. So tune into that as well.
All right, fam.
Excellent.
Axes up, family.
Axes up.
Have a good night at work, Rocco. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah.